कर दे। Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to everyone. We are the students of BCIT from NED University of Engineering and Technology. Our project for the course Programming Fundamentals is titled as Cinema Ticket Booking System. My group members are me myself, Mohib Ahmad Khan, Shayan Ali and Anas Shahid. Our instructor for this course is Sir Abdullah. Today we are here to explain the purpose, working and logic of our project. We'll also discuss the main concepts of C language that we applied to make it function like a real ticket booking system. The project may look simple at first, but it's a complete demonstration of how programming fundamentals come together to solve a real world problem, automating something that's otherwise done manually, such as booking cinema tickets.
The purpose of this project was to design a simple, user-friendly and efficient cinema ticket booking system using the C programming language. In real life, when you go to book movie tickets manually, it usually involves checking seat availability, confirming seats, calculating total price, and keeping track of bookings. This is repetitive and prone to mistakes. So, our goal was to automate that entire process through a small console based application. The system allows a user to view how many seats are available, book tickets if seats are open, cancel bookings if needed, and continuously display the remaining seats in real time. The reason we choose this topic is because it is simple but powerful. It shows how logic, conditions, and loops can bring automation into the basic process. Through this project, we learned how real world systems can be simulated and controlled through programming, even without any advanced software or databases. This project also helped us strengthen our understanding of core concepts like data storage using variable and iterative loops for menus, decision making using conditional statements, and handling user interactive with input outputs.
The main objective of our project were to practically apply basic programming concepts such as variables, loops, conditional statements, and switch case in a real life scenario to create a menu driven application that gives user multiple options to interact with to manage seat availability efficiently by preventing overbooking and invalid cancellation, to calculate the total cost dynamically based on the number of tickets booked and the fixed ticket price, and most importantly, to improve our understanding of program structure and logic design. By achieving these objectives, we got a deeper appreciation of how small programs can be built up step by step into complete systems.
Now let me tell you the importance and real-world value of this project. Although our project is small in scale, its concept is universal. Every cinema, theater, or even ticketing systems uses the same idea: checking seat availability, reserving seats, and issuing tickets. Our system shows how such real-world processes can be represented in a computer program. It also represents the transition from manual work to automation, which is the core goal of computer science. This project could easily be expanded to include different movies, multiple showtimes, graphical seat layouts, and even online payments. So what we did here was not just a coding exercise, it's a foundation for much larger and more advanced systems that work on similar logic in the real world.
Now I explain the technical concepts of this program. Now let's talk about the technical side, the programming concept we use to make the system work. Variables. We used variables to store important data such as the total number of seats, the number of book seats, and the ticket price. Loops. We use a do while loop, which keeps displaying the main menu again and again until the user chooses to exit. Conditional statements, if else, used to make logical decisions like checking if there are enough seats before booking or making sure a cancellation is valid. Switch case controls the menu. Each case represents one option like viewing, seat, booking, or canceling. Arithmetic operations. These handle total cost calculations. For example, total amount equals to number of tickets multiplied total price. Input and output. Using scanf and printf, we created an interactive interface where users can input their choice and get instant results. Together, these form the foundation of procedural procedural programming, and our project is a live example of how these concepts interact in a logical flow.
Now I will going to explain system design and working of the program. Our system is menu driven, which means it works entirely through options that the user selects from a list. When the program starts, it displays four main options: view available seats, book tickets, cancel tickets, exit the system. The user selects a choice by entering a number. Based on that number, a switch case executes the relevant function. If the user selects book tickets, the program asks how many seats they want. It checks whether enough seats are available. If yes, if it books them and updates the count. If the user selects cancel tickets, it ensures the user doesn't cancel more tickets than they have already booked. After completing each operation, the user is taken back to the main menu. This continuous loop keeps the system achieve until they choose to exit. This structure makes it easy to understand, efficient, and error-proof.
Now let me explain you the code of our program through a flow diagram. The flow of our program can be represented as you can see in this picture. Start and display menu gets user choice, perform operations and show results, and repeat until they exit. Each part depends on what the user selects. If view seats is chosen, it simply displays the number of available seats. If book tickets is chosen, the program checks if seats are available, calculates the total, and updates the record. If cancel tickets is chosen, it validates and adjusts the seat count. If exit is chosen, the program stops. This flow ensures the logic is smooth and prevents error or invalid operations. It also shows how decision making and iteration work hand in hand in programming.
Now I will explain the code structure and logic of this program. Now let's look at how the code is structured. First, we declare all variables: total seats, book seats, ticket price, choice, tickets, and total amount. Now let's now let Now let's look at how the code is structured. First, we declare all our variables, total seats, book seats, ticket price, choice, tickets, and total amount. Then we print the main menu using printf. Inside the do while loop, we take the user's input and pass it to a switch statement. Each case corresponds to a different operation. Case 1 display with available seats. Case 2 handles booking logic. Case 3 manages cancellation. Case 4 exits the program. Inside each case, we use if else condition to make sure the input is valid. For example, we do not allow users to book zero or negative tickets, and we check that cancellation never exceed the number of book tickets. These logical checks make the program robust and realistic.
Now, let me walk you through a few important code snippets. Number one, booking block. When the user chooses to book, the program asks for the number of tickets. If the number is valid, it adds it to the book seats, calculates total cost, ticket multiplied by ticket price, and displays a confirmation. Number two, cancellation blocks. When canceling, the program asks for how many tickets to cancel and it checks if that number is not greater than the book seats. It then subtracts the number and displays an update. Number three, menu system. The do while loop ensures that after each operation, the main menu reappears automatically, making it user friendly and continuous. Each of these snippets together make up a clear modular structure, easy to modify and expand in the future.
Now see the output demonstration of our program. When we run the program, the system shows this menu: view available seats, book tickets, cancel them, and exit option. For example, if we choose option 2 and enter 5, the program books 5 tickets, prints a message saying booking successful, and shows you the total amount, and updates the remaining seat count to 45. Similarly, if we choose 3 and cancel 2 tickets, it updates the count to 47 available seats. This shows real-time updates and interactive feedback just like a simple real-world booking interface.
Now we see assumptions and limitations of this code. We made a few assumptions for simplicity. The cinema has 50 total seats for one show. Each ticket costs rupees 400. The system only handles one show at a time. There is no file storage. Data resets when the program restarts. These assumptions help us focus on logic rather than data management. The main limitation is that the system does not yet have data persistence, meaning bookings are not saved after closing the program. However, this can easily be solved by adding file handling later.
Now I will tell you how can we improve this program in future. There is a lot of room to enhance the system further. In the future, we plan to add seat number using arrays so each seat can be marked as booked or available. Include file storage using file handling functions to permanently store bookings. Introduce multiple movies and show times using structures. And with time, develop a graphical user interface GUI for an even better user experience. These upgrades will turn this small console project into a professional ticket booking system like the ones cinemas use today.
Now let me show you the code of our program. and I'll just explain it to you as simple as possible. So this is the code of our program. In the start here we are these both the hashtag include stdio.h and hashtag include stdlib.h are the header files that allows input and output functions like printf and gives access to functions like systems cls used to clear the screen. These are the standard C header files that are usually used. Then if we come to the next step here, in these steps we are declaring the integers like the number of seats, the total seats which is equals to 50, the book seats is equals to 0 and ticket price is equals to 400. And we have also declared the integer choice, ticket and total amount. Next, we are defining all the data our system needs. Total seats is equals to 50, available in the cinema, 0 with starts with none booked, 400 is the cost per ticket. Choice tickets total amount used for menu option tickets input and total cost calculations. Those acts like the memory of our booking system. Then it displays a welcome message for our cinema ticket booking system. Displays a formatted title screen to make the output neat and professional. Next, if we see, we are using we are using a simple loop for repetition. Do while a do while loop ensures the menu keeps repeating until the user select exit. So after each operation, view, book or cancel, it comes back to the main menu. Then we are displaying the menu and taking input. Once we take the input, this makes the system menu driven, so it's easy to use. In the next step, we are using the switch case. The program uses a switch statement to handle all four options. View available seats is your case one. Simply shows how many seats are left by subtracting booked from total. Example, if 10 are booked, it prints available seats is 40. Case 2, book tickets. It simply used the else if statements, and it first asks how many tickets the user wants. If the user enters 0 or negative, invalid input message. If the requested number exceeds available seats, shows not enough seats. Otherwise, books the tickets by adding to booked seats, calculates total cost, and confirms success. This is the main working logic. It performs calculation, validation, and display in one go. Case 3 is cancel tickets. User enters how many tickets User enters how many tickets to cancel. If they try to cancel 0, a negative number or more than booked shows invalid message. Otherwise, subtracts from booked seats and confirms cancellation. This keeps seat tracking accurate, no negative or extra cancellations allowed. The case word is simple. It displays a polite message and ends the loop and exits the program. The default case is where it handles any wrong input like entering 5 or random characters, prevents program crash 7. Uh, in the last, it ends the program into 0. And the last thing is basically we're just returning the zero value. Okay, now let me conclude our presentation. So basically, the conclusion of this presentation is that the cinema booking system that we have made here. In conclusion, our project Cinema Ticket Booking System was not just a programming exercise but a way to understand how theory translates into working applications. We learned about program structure, data flow, error handling, and user interaction. It also helped us strengthen our teamwork as each of us contributed to designing, coding, and testing different parts. Although it's a basic program, it perfectly demonstrates how programming logic can bring automation to an everyday task. This was a very valuable experience that made us more confident in using the C language to solve real world problems. Thank you so much for your attention and time. This is our dry run table. and this shows how the systems booking basically works.